At last year's by-election in Richmond, who offered the Green Party £250,000 to stand aside in favour of the Lib Dems?
I don't know the name of the person. I know of the incident that you're talking about, but it happened after the decision had already been taken to stand down, and the money was not accepted. So any kind of implication that we were standing down in order for money is absolutely wrong, categorically wrong. It happened after the decision was taken and the money was not accepted.
But somebody did offer £250,000.
I believe so. I didn't speak to them directly, but that is my understanding.
But as joint leader of the party, somebody offers your party £250,000, you don't know who it is?
I don't remember the name. I've heard the name, but the point was it went through our ethical checks. It didn't pass our ethical checks. The money was not accepted. But
your candidate did stand aside.
The candidate had already decided to stand aside, as indeed the candidate has decided again, because essentially what we had in the Richmond by-election was the chance to oppose Zach Goldsmith, who had been running a very racist campaign in London, and we wanted to try to get somebody in there who was going to support electoral reform.
Except, and I'm sure you will have seen it, the Guido Fawkes website has a leaked internal document from your Richmond party saying that party staff from the centre added pressure on local activists and said that there was, quote, an offer of a large donation conditional on the party demonstrating its desire for a progressive alliance.
Andrew, this has all been completely exposed as being two or three annoyed people in the Kingston party, in fact, not the Richmond party, who didn't agree with the decision to stand down. And as a result, they put out a document that has been absolutely criticised, condemned by our Green Party council. It looked into this. There was an independent investigation into it, which absolutely said that there was no substance to the claims there.
So you're saying that the local chairman of the Kingston Green Party and two other members have made this up?
I think they have either been misled themselves or they've been misinformed, or somehow false information is in that document. That is what our regional council independently declared. One of them, I think, has already gone off and joined the Labour Party. You know, instead of going over something that isn't really a story...
This is quite important. I mean,
it isn't important, but it's not true.
That if this was true of another party,
if it were true,
they had been offered £250,000 to do something, you would be the first to condemn that kind of approach.
I certainly would. And that's why I'm so robustly challenging, as I have done all along the way, what was in that report. It was absolutely wrong. The decision to stand down...
But you don't even know who offered the donation.
Andrew, I don't remember the name because I've never spoken to the person.
Remember? I mean, you don't get offered £250,000 every day,
because we turned it down, Andrew. We turned it down because it did not meet our ethical standards.
This person could well come back and offer up money in a different context. Now, if he's offering money that don't meet your standards, you would need to know who that person is.
The party knows who it is. I'm saying I'm very sorry, Andrew. I don't have that name. I came on to talk about the importance of defeating the Tories, who are going to be on course for a landslide Tory victory if we don't get our act together on the left. And that is what I would love to talk about, because it's incredibly urgent and important.
This is still a matter that needs to be cleared up as well.
Well, I've cleared it up for you, Andrew. It is completely false. The regional council has said it's false.
But since you don't know who it is, you're therefore not able to tell
I've forgotten the man's name for the purposes of this debate.
If this money has come in another way.
I know perfectly well it hasn't, because our chief executive is all over this. Of course it hasn't.
It was the chief executive, according to the report, that the alleged offer amount of £250,000, the order to stand aside, came on the instruction of the chief executive.
That is completely false. And, you know, the idea that we're spending minutes of valuable national airtime talking about a report by three people who have absolutely categorically been shown to be not telling the truth, either by design or by accident, is a real shame, because we should be talking about the fact that by working together, one of them isn't anymore because he's just joined the Labour Party. What we should be talking about
is... That could be the Progressive Alliance in action.
Yeah, but it could.